Good morning. Take just a second and go ahead and share my live feed into a couple of groups. And I want to talk today about who can be successful as a freelancer. Because people don't realize that almost anyone can be successful as a freelancer. You have to excuse this mess behind me. My daughter has finals this week, which includes projects that she's having to complete, and it's much easier just to leave it out for today and put it up tomorrow when she's done. So projects are going on here. Hello, if you're just joining us. Today we're going to talk about who can be successful as a freelancer. And this is very important because it's not something I see people talk about. Okay? Freelancing takes work. Freelancing is not the easiest job you'll ever have. It's just not. But freelancing is possible for almost anyone. There's a very small percentage of people who are just technologically challenged, and it's going to take a lot more work for them to get it. They can do it, but it takes a lot more work. Now, what I do is just about attainable for anyone. I work in customer service. Now, I will say there are some people who cannot work with customers, but they may be good with email design. They may be good with SEO. They may be good with Excel or accounting. There's options like that out there for just about anyone. Now, I wanted to give an example right now. I'm currently working with a woman who is in her 50s and is training to be a freelancer. She's gotten a position that I found for her, and she is working toward this goal of leaving her full-time job. Now, this is unique and a great example of how anyone can be a freelancer, and what she's doing right is that she is teachable. Many times as we get older, I'm 36, even at my age, we tend to be set in our ways. We want to do things our way. We want to do things the way that our parents taught us, or the way that we've seen work with other companies in the past. That's not the case when it comes to freelancing. Freelancing, you really need to be trainable. Companies are looking for someone who is willing or has picked up new skills. A lot of companies are going to use different types of software. You need to be able to learn those and function in those. If you get easily frustrated with technology, this may be something that you struggle with. And it's not to say you can't, it's just to say that it may be a struggle for you. Now, common programs that I have used and that I do use every single day. Slack. Slack is a company communication system. Zendesk is a open ticket program for answering emails. Rocket Chat is another chat program. Google Docs. I have used Google Docs with every single company that I've worked for. Let's see. What are other programs that I have used? Learning how to work Amazon as far as from a seller's perspective. Learning how to work eBay. If you know how to work eBay, there's a lot of positions for people who want to hire out list writers. When they want to list an item, they want someone to write up the description for them. That seems very small and simple, but companies pay people to do this. Other common programs, of course, are going to be email. They're going to be I'm trying to think of another program that I have used. I think those are the biggest ones. Freshdesk is like Zendesk. These programs are not complicated. It just takes a little bit of time to learn how to use them. And on top of that, each company is going to use them in a slightly different manner. So you have to be teachable. You can't be set in your ways. So in all of my experience, anyone who wants to be a freelancer can do it. but they have to be a few things. They have to be teachable or trainable, willing to learn new things. Just like when you start any other job, you have to be willing to learn things about that job. It's the same way in this position. You have to be accountable. You have to be willing to be accountable. If you hear a flash going off on my desk behind me, I log 3 hours a day answering live chats for a company. And right now, there's not anyone chatting, so I have some free time. But I have to sit at this computer. Now, whether I take this computer and I go sit in my living room, it doesn't matter. As long as I stay on the Wi-Fi, I can take this computer and I can go, to the beach and sit as long as I'm on the internet. That's part of the accountability for this company. So, anyone who can be a freelancer. Do you have any questions or concerns? Feel free to post them below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions and how they pertain to who can be a freelancer. I'm telling you, if you're interested in it and you're willing to learn new programs, you can do it. It'll take a little bit of time and some effort, but you can do it. Go ahead and post your questions below. Let's see. Live chat is visible if you have questions or concerns. If not, I'm going to go ahead and jump off for today. Alright guys, that's going to be it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave the comments on the videos. I do answer those throughout the day. Top skills needed. Typing would be one, Shannon. And there's like typetest.com where you can practice your typing and you can get an accurate word count on how many words you type a minute. There are there's hundreds of jobs for typing. Another really needed skill is communication. You need to be able to properly communicate. Why is that thing going up? Oh, God. To properly communicate your thoughts. I'm sorry, guys. Your thoughts and your concerns via whatever style of communication they choose. So you need to be able to put words into thoughts, or thoughts into words for speech, for emails. You cannot write an email in lingo. You wouldn't get on there and say, well, I'm going to keep up with it, but I ain't got time for handling this right now. I will keep up with it, but I don't have time right now. You have to articulate yourself clearly. You can't speak in business the way that you would to your friends. And that's concerning to me because some of the posts that I see on Facebook, I have to read it 5 or 6 times because I don't understand what they're saying. So you have to have proper grammar. You have to have proper communication skills. And that's something that really just comes with habit. Any other questions? To answer yours clearly, communication and the ability to be teachable is the top 2. And the ability to be teachable is a skill. Completely a skill. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Post your questions, concerns, comments in the group Mother Works Upwork Agency. I have a bunch of jobs I'm going to be posting over the next 24 hours. So feel free to comment on those, ask any questions in there, and I'll be going live again tomorrow. Bye!